Today, we're diving deep into the world of artificial intelligence. Not the software, but the physical reality, the massive, almost invisible engines that are literally building our future, AI data centers. To really get our heads around the scale here, let's just start with a number. A really, really big number. Over $2 billion. That's right. That's the upfront investment for just one of these large-scale AI facilities. We're talking about constructing something on a scale that's honestly hard to imagine. So how in the world do you even begin to understand a project this huge? Well, lucky for us, we have a guide. This whole explainer is based on an incredible 15-chapter technical report from Virtualization Options LLC called Building Large-Scale AI Data Centers. We're going to use it as our roadmap to tour the key ideas, from the literal concrete foundations all the way to the future of AI itself. So here's our game plan for the tour. First, we'll talk about why this is a whole new scale of building. Then we'll get into the physical foundation, power, water, you name it. After that, we'll peek inside at the silicon heart, see how engineers keep these things running, explore the ripple effect they have on the world, and finally, we'll look ahead to the future. All right, first up, a new scale of building. And this is so important to get. AI data centers aren't just a bigger, slightly more powerful version of the data centers we've had for years. No, they are a complete quantum leap. And it really all comes down to one thing: power density. A normal server rack in a traditional data center, it might pull about 8 kilowatts of power. Now look at the AI rack. In the exact same physical space, it can pull 60 kilowatts or even more. That is a ridiculous increase in power and heat, and it changes absolutely everything about how you have to design these places. So, that extreme power creates some pretty extreme challenges, which brings us right to our next section, the physical foundation. Before you even think about plugging in a single GPU, you have to solve for power, water, cooling, and connectivity on a truly industrial scale. The first 4 chapters of the report just lay this out beautifully. For power, you're planning for 100 to 300 megawatts. That's enough to power a small city. For water, you need millions of gallons every single day just for cooling. Then there's the cooling itself, this constant battle against heat. And for connectivity, you need fiber that can handle petabits per second. The scale is just staggering. Okay, so the foundation is laid. Now let's go inside the machine and look at its silicon heart. This is the stuff, the servers, storage, and networking, that actually makes it an AI data center. Chapters 5 and 6 of the report really get into the guts of it. Forget what you think you know about servers. The architecture here isn't about traditional CPUs. It is all about thousands and thousands of specialized GPU accelerators. And to keep those thousands of incredibly hungry GPUs fed with data, you can't just use normal storage. You need these insane, high-speed parallel systems. Now, networking. Chapters 7 and 8 explain how it's basically split in 2. You've got north-south traffic. Think of that as the main highway connecting this data center city to the rest of the internet. But the real secret sauce for AI is the east-west network. This is like a local hyperspeed transit system, an incredibly fast fabric that connects all those GPUs together so they can act like one single massive brain. So you've just spent $2 billion building this unbelievable machine. The absolute last thing you want is for it to break, right? And that brings us to Section 4, Engineering for Resilience. This is all about the Herculean effort to keep this giant running 24/7. The challenges here are at every single level. Chapter 9 talks about the rack itself. A single one can weigh over 4,000 pounds. That's more than a car, and it's a snake pit of complex cables. Then, as Chapter 10 explains, you zoom out and have to architect for total redundancy. You just can't let one little failed part kill a training job that's been running for weeks and costs millions. So everything needs a backup. And of course, there's the people. Who keeps this whole symphony playing? Chapter 11 in the report breaks down the staffing, and it's not just a handful of folks. It is a highly skilled army of facilities operators, network engineers, and security teams all working around the clock to keep the lights on and the models training. Okay, let's zoom out for a minute. These buildings, they don't just exist in a bubble. So Section 5 is all about the ripple effect, the very real impact these data centers have on the world around them. And this is where it gets really interesting. Chapters 12 through 14 of the report lay out this complicated trade-off. On one side, yes, these facilities can put a real strain on local power grids and water. They raise big questions about the environment. But on the other side, they create high-tech jobs and pour a ton of money into the local economy. It's a real balancing act.
And that brings us to our final section, the future of AI infrastructure. So, what's next? Where are these computational giants headed?
Well, Chapter 15, the final chapter of the report, makes one thing clear. This field is evolving at lightning speed. We're seeing crazy new technologies like two-phase immersion cooling that could change the game completely. The biggest takeaway here is that the designs for these data centers have to be super flexible, ready for whatever the next generation of hardware looks like. The report sums all of this up with a line that just really stuck with me. It says, "The complexity and scale of these installations represent humanity's largest computational instruments." And at the end of the day, that's what we're talking about. These are humanity's largest computers, built to solve our biggest problems. Which, of course, leaves us with one last very important question. How are we going to make sure they build a better future? This whole tour was based on the fantastic report Building Large-Scale AI Data Centers by Virtualization Options LLC. Thanks so much for watching.